All right. Well, hi, everyone. Welcome to the next monthly training. This is February 2020. My name is Will Hankey. I appreciate you jumping on today. Today, we're going to be talking about taking control of your online reputation, which is all part of the overall, what we call our digital dominance method. And this one's kind of an interesting one because it actually plays a part in two different parts of your customer journey, which we'll talk about. There's the first part where they might be checking out your business and considering you as an option uh, to do business with you. And then there's the second part is if they do business with you, can you get them to leave a review, things like that. So this is an interesting one like I said, that actually kind of takes part in your customer journey, your process for somebody twice, which is kind of an interesting one. So um, today, what we're going to cover is a couple different things. First of all, why you can have all of the best tools in the world for generating reviews, but consistently fail at getting those 5 stars, which obviously are the best. Um, how to tap into the power of multi-channel communication. And what I mean by that is trying to get reviews in different ways. So it's not just shooting out an email saying, hey, would you leave us a review? So we're going to talk about several different ways to come at a customer to get more reviews for your business. We're going to talk about how getting those reviews really is a team sport. And if you want to succeed, you really have to have your entire team on board so that they're focused on getting those reviews. And it's very important because every review bumps up your reputation a little bit more, gets more people potentially into your sales funnel. Why you must acknowledge and respond to all your reviews, the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent. Going to talk a little bit about that, which not a lot of people do. And then we're going to talk about how you can kind of take care of all of this yourself or have it all taken care of for you. There's a couple different ways to go about that. So real quick about myself, my name is Will Hankey. I'm the author of Your Internet Marketing Plan for Window Treatment Companies. I have a new book coming out probably, we won't say probably, we'll say within the next 30 days. There will be a new book coming out, so I'm excited about that. I've been teaching digital marketing for well over 23 years now. I'm an active member in several different organizations. I speak at events across the country, all on search engine optimization, digital marketing, reputation management, all of those sorts of things. So been doing this for a while. I also get the honor of working with my daughter, and which is always fantastic. This is us winning an award late last year called the Future 50 Award for 50 fastest growing businesses, which is exciting. We are a veteran-owned, family-run company, and we've been doing this for a long time. This is what we do. We do marketing for window treatment, awning, and signage companies, and specifically help them with their lead gen. We are Google partners. We can do the paid ad part of it as well. And we've actually got a training session on that as well. I do have some free stuff that I want to make sure that I get to you at the end of the training today. So stick around for that. I have a cool way that you can get a review score for your business to start that process on how do we get these things fixed. This is one of our monthly trainings that we do every single month and always on a different topic. As you can see, this is our page from our website about today's online reputation training, but we've done other ones in the past. Last month, we did one called Blogging for Dollars on how to use content to really get more traffic to your site. We've done one on pay-per-click, which I mentioned earlier, 5 steps to digital domination. Lots of stuff out there. All of this is free. And the easiest way to find it is wtmarketingpros.com/training. And you can watch all of these past ones. Of course, every month I'll update this with the new one that we're doing. And I'm also very excited. I just launched this 2 weeks ago now. We've got a new podcast called Marketing Pains, which obviously is all about marketing for window related businesses, both window treatments, awnings, that sort of stuff. We interview different vendors. We interview business owners such as yourself, to really just kind of get into the mind of how is business, what's going on, what are you marketing, what are you doing to market, what's working, what isn't working. So I'd encourage you to go check that out. There's 4 episodes up on iTunes right now. And you can find those at wtmarketingpros.com/podcasts. And would love to have you subscribe to that. And then lastly, let's make this interactive. So I've got the little chat window open here. If there is anything that you're unclear with, or just want some more information, or just have a question or whatever, go ahead and pop it into the chat there, and I will do my best to monitor that and answer any of those questions as they come along. We've got a nice crowd jumping on now. So welcome everybody. Happy to have you on today. So let's, got to change my screen here. Let's talk about reviews, shall we? So why do you think you need to worry about your online reputation? I'd love for you to pop into the chat. What has you concerned right now, maybe about your online reputation? Do you have bad reviews? Do you have no reviews? Do you not know if you have any reviews? Have you never even looked into that? I'd love to just get a couple answers in the chat and see why are you on this webinar today? What are you thinking about when it comes to online reputation? What challenges maybe do you have? Let's get a couple of those in the chat. I'm going to wait until I get some answers in there, and take a drink of coffee while I wait. All right, I know you guys are on here. Let's get some answers going. Worried about your online reputation. Maybe you don't know about it. Maybe you don't know anything about where you're at right now. You don't know anything about how to get your score, what your score is, where to leave those. There's a lot of different ways to go about this. There's a couple names. Let's see, Jamie, hi. Mario, welcome. Susan, I saw you come in. Melissa, thank you for being on here as well. Appreciate all you guys being on here today. Yeah, this is a good crowd. All right. Well, I'm gonna press on here. So let's talk about why you might be concerned about your reputation. Melissa says, I want more reviews. However, I don't know how to ask clients. Okay, we're going to talk about that, and I'm going to give you a bunch of different ways to ask clients. So here's the big thing. Online reviews and reputation can make or break your company. It can make or break your reputation. It can make or break whether people contact you or not. It's a very early on decision process for them. Maybe your online reputation doesn't reflect the top quality service that you provide. If you have a couple 1- and 2-star reviews, you're not sure how to get rid of those or get more 5-star reviews. These are all things that obviously people are thinking of. Maybe you've invested in all these tools, but you're just still not getting enough reviews. Well, we're going to solve some of these issues for you today. Problem is, if you're not getting good 5-star reviews, it's going to drag down a lot of the stuff you're doing. Even the other marketing stuff you're doing, waste conversion opportunities because people see these not so great reviews and they just bypass you altogether. And all that business is going to your competition, which, we definitely don't want that to happen, right? So here's the opportunity. The opportunity is, obviously, first of all, be the provider of choice in your service area and stand out from the competition. The easiest way to do this is with reviews. And there's such a push right now to Google My Business and to have that profile optimized. We did a training on this. It's on the training page. We did a training specifically on your Google My Business profile a couple months ago. And just this week, Google came out with a huge update to that platform. It affected a lot of people. A lot of people got kicked out of the system for not having the right information up there, for having false information, for trying to keyword stuff. A lot of things that they were doing wrong. But for those that are doing it right, the nice thing is, some of those guys have been filtered out. So maybe you get a little bit more traffic from that until they get theirs fixed, right? But obviously, being the provider of choice comes with getting more reviews. If somebody types in awnings in Miami, I think Mario said he's in Miami. If they type something like that in, and Mario has 25 reviews, and both of his competitors have 2 or 0, it's going to be a very easy and obvious choice of who to go with and who's probably the best when it comes to that. So he's the provider of choice in that case. And the other thing you can do, obviously, is leverage some of these tools that are available to, really start to drive good leads to, good reviews to all the different platforms. The other thing I'll mention here is you don't want to use these tools to push everybody to one platform, say Google, where all your reviews are going on Google. It's better actually if you have reviews on Google, you have recommendations on Facebook, you have reviews on Houzz and Yelp and some of these other places. The more spread out they are, the more natural it looks to the search engines. And the opposite to that would be asking 100 people on your email list to all go leave a review on Google within a day or two. And all of a sudden there's this huge influx of reviews. It doesn't look natural because it isn't. So they're really interested in having those reviews spread out across multiple platforms and obviously multiple times as well. So here's the important thing. Have your reputation speak for itself online. When somebody searches for you or for your service, you got the success button instead of the fail button. You're the go-to window treatment or awning company in your area. You rank accordingly in the top of the search engines, both organically, but also in what we call that 3-pack area, where there's 3 results in a map. That area is huge, especially for mobile. So this will drive phone calls. It will drive traffic to you and gives you an opportunity to be able to maximize your conversions. So I think you probably already know the answer to this, but do online reviews really matter? Well, here's a couple things. 84% of people trust an online review as much as they do a personal recommendation. So a lot of businesses are driving traffic or getting leads specifically by word of mouth. Reviews are becoming another form of word of mouth, even though it's not somebody that actually told you, face to face. People are making decisions specifically because of those results. 77% of consumers think that reviews that are more than 3 months old aren't relevant. Check that out. That blew me away when I saw that data. Very interesting that even these older reviews don't carry as much weight. The fact that somebody left a review last week, a positive 5-star review for your system, is going to carry a ton more weight than somebody who left a review 6 months ago. That was crazy. So yes, obviously online reviews are mission critical. And as I mentioned, especially with the huge Google My Business update recently. So yeah, why are they important? They impact your Google rankings. 88% of consumers look at online reviews, and the huge push towards mobile is just going to push that number up even further. It is a major conversion factor. And by conversion, I mean it's driving phone calls, it's driving leads, it's driving people to your website to fill out contact us form, those kind of things. So let's talk about this one real quick in the chat. What's important to you, or why are reviews critical for your success? I've gone over a lot of the different reasons already, but I'm interested to know what your thoughts are. Why do you think they are critical to you and your business? So leave something in the chat so I'm not stuck on this island all by myself. I'd love to hear some of your answers. Why are they critical to your success? Obviously, generating more leads, but are there negative reviews out there that maybe are hurting you? Anything along those lines? I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on this. And I'm going to have way too much coffee today. I can tell this already. Let me see. All right. Okay. Driving leads, very important. Obviously, as we talked about conversion, without those conversions, without those people picking up the phone and calling you, and it comes down to the case of people not even necessarily visiting your website and getting that branding. A lot of people, especially on mobile, are making those decisions purely from what we call that 3-pack. Those 3 packs of results, which goes back to your Google profile. If your Google profile is optimized, it's showing up in your city, in your area, you've done it correctly, and you have a nice amount of reviews coming in, that's huge for conversion. It's huge to drive even more of those things, more leads to you. Amber says more reviews makes you more trustworthy. Absolutely. It's an instant decision in people's minds that you are the more trustworthy one. There's also something called social proof, where if you see somebody who has 15 reviews and 2 that have 0 reviews, you're more likely to gravitate towards the one that has the 15, just because there's no social proof on the others that they're good or bad. Jamie says encourage more business conversion for a new business owner. Absolutely, yeah. If you're new and you need to get going, getting traffic to your site takes time. It takes quite a bit of time, but getting into the Google My Business system and getting reviews is something that you can launch on day 1, which is great. Thank you, Jamie. All right, we're going to go through 5 principles now related to getting more reviews for you. So number 1, provide a world-class customer experience. We talked about this already. This is obviously a good one for business overall, not just to get reviews, but for anything, right? Provide a great customer experience, and that starts from the time they pick up the phone to call you. The greeting on your phone is correct. You follow through. Obviously, you deliver on the product. Maybe even after the sale is done, the install is complete, that there's still follow-up done. And all of that relates to an overall customer experience. Number 2, build reviews and what we call reputation management into your company culture. So just make this part of the overall company, whether you have one person or you have a team of installers. Everybody should be thinking about, getting those reviews. It should definitely be top of mind. And this is an interesting one. Show off the reviews that you already have. Now, if you have 0, this doesn't work. But if you have reviews and you're working hard to get those reviews, make sure that you show those off and get those in front of other people so that they can better make better decisions about your business. Number 4, leverage tools to request reviews. And we're going to talk a little bit about this after every service call, and ensure that you communicate using many channels. So email, texting, physically at the location. If you have an app, something like that can request reviews for you from your customers. All of these things very important. And number 5, acknowledge and respond to every review. So this is a good follow-up technique for after the fact. When they do leave you a review, make sure that you're putting out some sort of positive reinforcement. And it also gives you an opportunity to humble brag a little bit or promote your business in a little bit of a way. Thank you for doing business with us. We'll talk about this in a minute here. Number 3, where is the best places for number 3? Well, that is show off the reviews you have. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you some of those. So of these 5, which one do you think you need to work on the most? Why? Oh, there we go. I did it backwards. Obviously, number one is pretty much everybody needs to work on that one, right? But these other ones don't necessarily have to be done in a certain order, but they're all important. Uh, but you should definitely be working on all of these. So does anyone stick out to you more than another one? I know that Jamie's asking about number three, how to show off the reviews that you do have and how to leverage those. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But they're all very important, and I'm going to go through each of these as well. So, all right, let me see here. All right, so how can you drive more reviews? Here's Naka's Drapery. They're in Maui. They've got 11 5-star reviews. How can they continue to push more reviews to their profile? So obviously, I mentioned this one already, leverage some tools to request a review after every service call. There are automation processes out there, and we have one for our clients too, where every Friday, our clients email us, here's a first name, and here's an email of somebody that we completed an install for this week. And we plug them into an automated system that starts to request those reviews. Works fantastically. Leave a printed review card. You could leave something on there, and I'll show you an example of this in a minute. Train your installers to plant the seed and deliver a world-class experience. Very important to have them plant that seed and mention a review early on. It keeps them top of mind. It keeps them, to doing a really good job, and at the same time, it already has the customer thinking about the experience that they're having with your business. Make sure you have a call, make a call after the service to walk them through the review process. Are you happy with our service? A lot of people do these follow-up calls already, or follow-up letter or email or something like that. But make sure that the process is easy too. I think it's another big thing here. Don't make it difficult for people to leave you a review. Sometimes that can be a bit cumbersome, and people will give up. When it comes to positive reviews, they're difficult to get. The negative ones, fairly easy to get, but we don't want those, right? Build it into your company culture and then leverage some of these other things. So let's talk about that. Here's an example of a really cool review card. This is a dentist that does it, but just have a QR code that goes straight to a Review Us page on your site. And these are really easy just to leave. Some people do it on a business card size. I like this because it's a little bit different size, but very easy to do. There's a link down there. There's already, you see how the 5 stars are already filled in. That's a nice little psychological thing there too. We would love a review. We recommend 5 stars, and then of course the name, phone number, that kind of stuff on there. But these are super cool way to have to give to your installers when they're finished. Make sure they hand one of these to the client customer. Obviously, we talked about the different automation tools similar to what we have for our clients. There's a lot of these different tools out there that you can plug in name, email, address, that kind of stuff, and it'll send out requests for more reviews. This is a really cool tip that I probably heard 10 years ago from a chiropractor who was speaking at a digital marketing event. But one of the things that he loved to do was when he was engaging with his customers, everybody has a phone, right? Everybody's got their phone. It's stuck to everybody. So one of the things he would do is he said, "Oh, hey, I see you got a cell phone there. Is that an Android or an iPhone?" And that never ceases to not work, where people start to talk about their phone. People love to talk about their phone, and once they start talking about their iPhone or their Android, great opportunity for you just to say, "Hey, if I text you a little thing, could you leave us a review while we're here?" Or you show them that QR code thing. "Hey, why don't you scan this real quick and we'll see how it works," and get them to make that review right away. Melissa's asking where you can get the QR code. So you can just go to Google and type in QR code generator. There's plenty of those out there. And then all you have to do is give it what link you want it to go to. And then it will create the QR code for you, which is just a graphic. Then then you can just do a right click and save as, and then just upload that to your business card provider of choice, your local printer, whoever it happens to be. But actually getting the QR code made is super easy. QR codes have kind of come back into fashion, and the reason they were super popular when they first came out, right? But then everybody kind of stopped using them. The problem was you had to have a QR code reader and all this stuff. But nowadays, pretty much every phone that's made, if you just pull up your photo, like you're going to take your camera, if you're just going to take a regular picture, it will actually take a picture of, it'll actually recognize the QR code and do it right from any sort of device that you have nowadays. So there's no special needs for it or anything like that, which is really cool. So engaging people about their phone is an easy way to start the review conversation. Jamie asked about showing off your reviews. Definitely a good idea to build a reviews page on your website. So this is Sunshine Drapery, one of our clients, and we put reviews in their top navigation along with a star. We want to draw attention to it, quite honestly, because they're getting all these 5-star reviews, and we want them to just boost that reputation, boost that authority in there. And this is a great way to do it. Sunshine is one of our clients, so they get access to our review system, which gives them a little snippet of code they can put into their site. And then every time they get a new review, whether it's on Google or Facebook or Yelp or Houzz or wherever it is, it pulls that in and just adds it to the page automatically, which is pretty cool. But showing off these reviews is great, once again, for social proof. Really helps with that as well. So how to respond to reviews. This is very important. So make sure you have a system in place that every review is tracked and measured. And like I said, with our system, as soon as you get a review, it emails you and said, hey, you got a new review on Facebook today, which you can go back and look at. But it's very important that you have somebody on your team, whether that's you or someone else, to respond to every review. Hopefully they're all good. But if they are bad, make sure there's some sort of process in place to reply to those. And for the bad reviews, it may be that you need to take some action offline to correct the situation, then come back to it and say, hey, Joe, sorry you had a bad experience. Hopefully we were able to make it better for you. The other nice thing about responding like that to a negative review is sometimes people will come back and change it from 1 star to 4 or something. They might not give you a 5 because of it, but sometimes they'll come back and change that review, which they can do in the system. So definitely important to follow up, provide fantastic service, and then leave some sort of comment after everyone leaves a review, even if it's a 5-star review. Thanks for leaving us a review, that kind of stuff. And then formulate a strategy for addressing and dealing with both the positive, but mostly the negative ones if they do occur. Make sure that you're responding. And here's a couple reviews from a company, a window treatment company. They have a review 11 weeks ago. They have one 50 weeks ago, and they have one from October of 2018. Not great as far as how often they're generating reviews, but the other thing is there's no replies here. Those replies would boost authority overall. Here's a local plumbing company, and you can see the owner, hey, thanks. It was great to hear from you. We appreciate the opportunity to do business with you. These are so good, and it just really reinforces everything that you're doing. Here's an example of one that you could use. Thanks so much for the opportunity to serve you. We appreciate your kind words as well as your business. I hope the new awning enhances the look of your home for years to come. The nice thing about this is it's still generic, but it does answer, or it does talk to them about, we know you were a real customer and we know that you purchased an awning or had an awning upgraded or something like that. So having them a little bit customized is great, versus just, this guy here is definitely responding to each one individually. It's not a cookie cutter response, which would probably diminish the authority overall. So, keep it generic as far as we appreciate your business, that kind of stuff. But then if you can mention something about a salesperson or a situation that came up, and we're really glad it was taken care of, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. These really go far for you. So you can also create a review us page on your website. And we do this for our clients as well. In this case, this is obviously our page, but as soon as you go to our page and click on it here, I'll put the link up there. If you go to wtmarketingpros.com/review us, what this does is it lets you actually just click on the 1 through 5 stars. So if you guys are interested and you're feeling frisky, go ahead and go to the page, click the 5-star, and see how the process works. It's very easy. Basically, thank you for for clicking on the 5-star. Where would you like to leave a review? And then it directs you to Google, Yelp, a couple different places where you can actually leave that review, which is great. This is, once again, just a little snippet of code that you get from one of these tools, put it into your site, and it's all automated on the back end, which is super, super worth, the money that it costs to get it set up and do it. Plus it monitors reviews and, a couple other things as well. But, these systems are just fantastic. So build a page on your site. In the past, we would build a page, review us, and we would have the links that would go to straight to Google, for example. But what we found out is that everybody was leaving reviews on that one platform, and we really kind of wanted to spread it out again so it looked a little bit more natural. So using a system like this has helped us to do that. You can also ask for reviews in your emails. If you've received an email from us in the past, you've probably seen this. How did we do? And this basically is the exact same process as going to this page here. Click on one of the stars. It pops up in a little window. Thanks for clicking on that. We'd love for you to tell Google what you think about us, that kind of thing. But leaving this in every email signature that you have, another great way to get people to leave a review for you. Here's some data of one of our clients who was getting an average of 2 to 3 reviews per month. And when we implemented some of these things, we saw this huge jump. This was in August, but this huge jump in reviews, where they started getting more because they're being a lot more proactive about it, really. And getting those positive reviews really help from several standpoints. But just getting those numbers up and really just having the systems in place to ask for those reviews is huge and really helps out as well. All right, come on, system. There we go. So let's talk about the 5 key principles for getting reviews. Provide a world-class customer experience. That one's pretty generic, or pretty understood. Build a system build reviews into your culture, and make sure that everybody is asking for them on a regular basis, and that your installers are seeding those early on. And even in your first meeting, it's worth mentioning all of our 5-star reviews, and you'll have an opportunity to leave us a review as well. Show off the reviews you already do have. If you have some, get those onto your website. Make sure that people that are coming to your site through other channels still have an opportunity to see how great you are. Leverage some of these tools that are available to start to request these reviews in a more automated fashion, and do it from several come at them from several different ways. Obviously, the tools are mostly email related, but you can also text them, ask them about their phone, and give them the QR code card, those kind of things. And then number 5, make sure that you acknowledge and respond to every review that comes across your eyeballs. So obviously this is a lot of work. We talked about the customer journey. And the interesting thing about reviews is it comes twice. It comes in the awareness phase when people are looking at considering your business, and thinking about engaging with you. And then again at the end, in the what we call the delight section, right? They're happy with you or they're not happy with you. They're once again thinking about reviews. It's all one step in what we call our digital dominance method. There are a lot of different steps to really promoting your business online and marketing. And as I said, this is what we do as window treatment marketing pros. This is what we do day in and day out. We have clients across all across the USA, and we offer every client an exclusive contract with us, meaning that all of your competitors within a certain range of your location are blocked from doing business with us. So we are exclusive to only you in that city, so that we're not trying to rank you and a competitor. That wouldn't be fair. So we only offer those exclusive agreements. So if you're interested in talking with us a little bit more, I'd love to get on a short call with you, just a discovery call, and chat about that. You can give me a call at that phone number, or you can go to wtmarketingpros.com/strategy, and that'll dump you straight to a calendar where you can set something up, and we'll just have a short little chat about your business, about reviews, about those kind of things. But love to chat with you. All right. Any questions in the chat about anything that I went over and talked about? I'd love to make sure I answer everybody's questions from the day, and then we're going to get to some free stuff too that I have. All right. Let me see if I can get the chat going here again. Jamie, was I able to answer your question okay about ways to promote that? And Melissa, did I answer you about the QR code? Everything good there? Okay. Jamie says yes. Fantastic. Good. Glad I was able to do that for you. Looks like Mario had to jump off. It's okay. Okay. Melissa says yes. Excellent. That's good. All right. If you have any other questions, pop them into the chat. I'm happy to answer them for you. Let's talk about a couple free things that I want to make sure I get for you. First of all, my book, wtmarketingpros.com/book. Now, I mentioned that probably within 30 days, no, I got to stop saying probably. Within 30 days, I'm going to have a new book. All right. So if you don't have this book, your internet marketing plan, go ahead and go to wtmarketingpros.com/book and request it. And that's a database that I'm keeping. So when my new one comes out, I'll be reaching out to everybody on that list and making sure that they want the new one as well. So Jamie's already, please send me the new book when it comes out. So Jamie, 30 days or less. I've been promising it for a month or two now, but I'm drawing a line in the sand. We got to get this done. So it's going to be a new one. So originally I had talked about updating this one, but it's actually going to be a completely new content. It'll have some of the same topics in there, but totally new book. So if you haven't requested that, go to wtmarketingpros.com/book. That will get you on the list for the new one as well. Keywords, I've updated this page as well. So wtmarketingpros.com/keywords will get you the top keywords in your industry, along with search volume. So how many people are searching for these different phrases? And if you go to this page, you'll see there's 3 different options now. There's a window treatment keyword list. There's one for signage companies, and there's one for awning companies. So instead of blending them all together, I've broken them out into separate ones, along with the top keywords and the search volume for each of those. So you kind of know what keywords are getting the most traffic to your site or not getting the most traffic to your site. All right, and lastly, go get a free review score. So we've set up this review system, and it's reviews.wtmarketingpros.com. You can plug in your business name there, plug in your address, and get a score all for free. It'll dump a nice little PDF back out to you, and it'll tell you, on Google, you're doing good, but on Yelp, we can't find you. On House, you've got a 3 out of 5, that kind of stuff. But it'll give you a nice little score. Very cool tool. all for free. So reviews.wtmarketingpros.com. Go ahead and plug yourself into there. And then lastly, as I mentioned before, if you are interested in learning more about our system, learning about our solution and how we've put together this customer journey and are able to build your website in a way that it answers every question all along their journey, all the way to filling out the form for the lead and even helping you follow up after the fact with reviews. I'd love the opportunity to speak with you. Go to wtmarketingpros.com/strategy and get your spot on my calendar. Be happy to chat with you about that. So, all right, that's it. That is it for the day. I hope I've was able to answer everybody's question. If you have any other questions after the fact, feel free to shoot me an email, help@wtmarketingpros.com, or give me a call. And I appreciate your time today. I appreciate you jumping on the training. Hopefully you were able to learn something and you're able to go implement this for your own business. All right, everybody, take care. Have a great day.